Hello, I'm Arthur Bletchley. I'm a Chartered Valuation Surveyor in Cardiff, South Wales, UK. And the last couple of weeks has been extremely busy doing surveys and valuations for clients. So this property was built in about 1930 and it's been extended to the side and rear, and its loft has been converted. And here I was doing an RICS home survey level 2 with a valuation. Again, this property, I was doing another RICS home survey. It was built in about 1950 and it has got a garage and it has a rear and side extensions. Here I was doing a valuation for a client who's remortgaging under Help to Buy Wales. And here with a student, now graduate, from the University of South Wales doing a building surveying degree, which is RICS Cognate, another home survey of a terrace property which has got a small rear extension. And then another one, and here there's been retrofit, which has been pretty unsuccessful, to be honest. It's not been at all well designed or thought through. It's really important when doing retrofit that you think about what you want to do and not be doubling back, having to redo work. It's quite possible that the external wall insulation here will need to be taken off. It's a terrible job. Here, again with that student, now graduate, doing another RICS home survey of a property which was recently built, but which has been extended. So here the vendors put in a planning application. They were going to lift the roof, and that was refused, and of course it shows up on the planning register, and we think that they've amended their scheme and that it's now compliant, but we've recommended to the client who's asked us to do an RICS home survey with valuation that they should get a lawful development certificate confirming that the conversion is lawful for planning purposes. Having worked in the public sector, I'm aware that planners can change their minds, and it's okay for me to say, in my opinion, that it's all right, but really the certificate would nail it. It might have been better if the agents had addressed this prior to marketing. Bit of a hiatus here. My client recently bought this property. It was a commercial property, and he has used it for bedsits or flats. So essentially it's a house in multiple occupation, but there's no building regulation approval or planning for the change of use. He did commission a survey, but and I've seen the report, and also more importantly the conditions of engagement. There was no discussion in there about what needed to be done for the proposed future use, which in hindsight is unfortunate, but I don't understand. I don't know the circumstances of the instruction. I didn't do that survey. But at any rate, fire safety issues were not addressed, and as you can see, an emergency prohibition order was served. I've done housing health and safety rating system training. I found it incredibly helpful to me in doing my RICS home surveys, because I'm looking out for hazards, perhaps more so than other surveyors would. And because of that training, I got pulled in to help the client with this case. and fortunately, working with shared regulatory services, we've got the emergency prohibition order commuted. It's been revoked, but an improvement notice will be served. The important work has been done to their satisfaction, but there is still more work to do, and of course planning permission and building regulation approval will also be required. I won't be doing that. I don't have professional indemnity insurance for doing design work. Here down in West Wales, doing another RICS home survey, here with a SAVA student who's nearly finished his course and is now trying to get himself a job. And here another RICS home survey, again with that student. This property was owned by a French lady, and I had the opportunity to embarrass myself with my appalling French. Je parle un petit peu comme un vache espagnole. And finally, up the valleys, I used to be the platoon commander with the TAVR in this town. We didn't really have a platoon, to be honest. It was more like a section, but still. And here again, the property has got a large rear extension. There's quite a bit of damp in here. So I'm spending most of my time doing RICS home surveys, a few standalone valuations. Very much enjoy taking students out with me because it keeps me up to date. And talking about being up to date, my old laptop pretty much packed up and I got a new one, and it's been a bit of a problem trying to move stuff from one laptop to another and getting it all going properly, but I'm getting there slowly. So many thanks to my IT chap who's been helping me. And if I can help you, then I'd be absolutely delighted. My contact details are on the front of this video. Please give me a call. The phone is pretty busy at the moment. Thank you.